Okay, screen is being recorded now, so I can share. You're not sharing. Okay, can you see what's on my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen now, because I can't really ascertain whether or not you are seeing it because of the place I am. Are you seeing my screen?
No, sir, I can't see your screen.
Um, Seems like the recording and the this thing are not working really cool. So, but then you are on the document already. Who has been able to open that document? Since it's recorded, I think you can open that from your end. Might not really be necessary. Yeah, Kelechi, have you been able to open that?
Yes, sir. I've been able to open it.
Okay, goodness, have you
The one
opened
you
it?
just sent right on the group.
Yes, yes.
I
Yes,
sent it
sir.
to
I've
my
been able to
plan.
open it, sir.
All right. Mhm. So I want to run through everything here to read like from the this thing what we'll be considering. First, I wanted us to have something before going into all of these things here. So Kosi would have told us we are having a lot to do this year, and like we have always told you, you're actually in a training, but then it's something that is bigger than you actually expected. And we are also looking at some things in the near future, which this current year, this calendar year, we have also planned out a lot of things, and it is important to let you know that you are also in the big picture. I don't expect that you're going to be here learning and then we expect that we incorporate you into our team fully. When you are able to learn, your learning is progressive and there is no end to it. But we want to see actionable results, evidence-based scorecards, and then you're growing, you're a part of a team and something bigger, and then get to have your place in what is happening. So we are not looking at just raising people, like training you and then disband you. No, that's not what we do here. That's why if you've been very careful, there is nothing hidden. We only try to designate you to a task so that you are able to focus, master that thing before you move to the next thing. You can't be everywhere at the same time. Master one thing, let it be your specialty. Then you move to the next thing. It's not like we are actually bent on just giving you one little thing you thought of and then leaving you. No, we want you to specialize, be a professional at something. And then there are other things you do alongside, which will now try to broaden your horizon, your scope of listening. So that's why we have this here. So beyond just the people you've been meeting here, there are other team members some of you do not know, you've not met them, but they've been active, but you've not seen them. We are not even all in the same group. That's why by next week we are going to be having a joint meeting. And it's also interesting to let you know that we have two agencies right now. So you have so much interacted with Quantum Leap, and probably you maybe would have met the people around in the meeting there. But then there is WiseTech Business Solutions, which a lot of you see just interact on the surface with the platforms, but do not yet know the people behind it. So there is a structure, well-defined structure and process for everything we are doing. So we are trying to harmonize things gradually, even as we are growing. So on the 16th of this month, there is going to be an event coming up. So Kosi would have come in, so we know. I've been trying to establish contact, but we all traveled. He traveled to Bauchi, and it's been quite engaging period, although with network challenges, power until I got home and I was also struggling with power, network, not power now. We have power here. Oh, but then network has made it so crippling. So I'm hoping to return to Port Harcourt where we can stabilize everything. So that 16th, there is an event coming, and you also know what has transpired. So I want him in before we talk about that. So just like we successfully, come on, we've tried. I mean, we have tried because we actually got some results last year, and it was exciting. And then we need to do same to build up build up the momentum for this event coming up on the 16th. It's on a different platform now. So now, let's go with the. So I really appreciate your efforts. You've tried. That's a way to say, try to give you the opening remarks. Okay, the introduction has been done. Then Donatus is here now. So um, I've admitted you. So Donatus, you're welcome. Yeah. So there's a link in that group. Be on that document. Be on that document page. Be on that document page because that's where a lot of the things, and it's going to be updated. I'm not done writing, so by next week when we are meeting, I'm going to extend it to that team role that this task descriptions. This one now, task descriptions now is for these people that are the accountability coaches down. So this is what we have tried to do here. So I will get to each of these things, but I will see on the remarks, and I say I appreciate your efforts, your growth, and your commitment to the process. Is your growth, and it's for you. Nobody will do it for you. What we do is to help you, to push you and give you clarity and direction where some things become obscure for just you to understand. But you definitely would be the one to pay the price for your growth. Always give resources, take advantage of it. Read like never before. Grow like never before. Make every moment count with us. And there's no limit to anything you can learn. I assure you that. So now on the reviews, now let's look at you now in perspective. Tell me, what has the journey been like for you all through last year, the time you joined? I want to really get to hear you talk to us because we are doing a people focused business. We are systems that people will run. Systems run businesses, people run systems. So the focus more is on you. So tell us about your experience with us here, the areas you lagged behind, the things you were able to get, and moving forward, what would you be focusing on? So let's see your progress report now. Each person has to open up here to talk to us. So Stella, I will begin with you. What's been your challenge? How do we help you to move faster towards that goal? So Stella, it's up to you now. Unmute.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay. Well, for me, I would say so far, I've learned what I've learned so far, actually, and what I think I've improved on to a certain extent. Not so much, anyways, but at least better than how I was initially was in content creation and that creative aspect of knowing how to align your and aside that creating creating visuals like graphics so is something that I was not very conversant with because I've always felt like design is not my thing at all. So I felt like it would be a huge challenge for me to do that. But so far there has been a minute progress in that area. So I think personally for me, one of the things that can really help me is um let's say somebody that I can, like, on the group sometimes it seems as though everywhere is quiet. So I'm not sure if I should like come on the group and then say what I'm supposed to say. And then sometimes I'm not really certain on who to meet in terms of creating the content, because at first I was thinking it was Sir Owen, but after a while it was not really moving smoothly like that, because I was not really seeing anybody like talking on the group and stuff. So
Okay,
I think
can you
just
make that clear?
accountability.
Okay, can you make that clear? Make the point clear. So, content creator that you should meet for.
Okay. Uh,
Okay,
okay. Yes, sir.
so
What I'm trying to say is just like this 20 plan now. It's like, okay, for since I'm creating content, this is the person that I should meet directly for any issues or challenge I'm having concerning it. I feel having that clarity of who I'm directly supposed to meet would be better off. Or if I'm just supposed to post it on the group for anybody to respond. Eh, That's what I'm
okay,
trying to say.
okay. I think I get you now, and that's why I'm trying to unify the entire team here. This is a sub team, and if you look at what I'm working on there, there is a content creation accountability coach, Bright, assigned on that document. He's a cinematographer. So for you, your learning gap this year in what you are doing is going to be content creation. You are going to be free with mobile video editing and be able to walk around with graphic content creation. You might not be a pro, absolute pro, if you feel you are not too comfortable with it, but then you would have to um, learn, at least go beyond the basics to the intermediate level, so that you are able to, as a social media manager, content creation goes hand in gloves with social media management. You can be a social media manager and then you are not able to do three things. One, create your contents, that's with graphic graphic contents, mobile video editing, although not too deep, but at least to a far reasonable extent. And then of course, text content, that's copywriting, is part of the thing you need to do. And then the third thing should be digital strategy development. These are core things that every social media manager should be able to do. So moving forward, this is the gap we want to fill. We have all the resources. Now, talking of video content creation, we have both AI content creation and on the normal video editing. That's why you create video with an app, even assistance. When I have my free time, I even have videos I'm working on CapCut. And if I share the video, someone will feel is something that is, and it's CapCut. Yeah, it's that deep. But then you also need to know that you just need to be able to play around with those tools. So those things will give you enough balance. So that's the focus for your growth, at least from between now to March. You should master video content creation. So every information you need, we are going to resources. Every resource you need, we'll make sure we'll make it provide it. I've given you CapCut. Even right now, I was on this thing now. I was about paying for a course. I mean, like a course bundle that I will grant access to everyone here. Go and learn without limits, but pick things that are specific. I've paid for a lot and I still have them intact. So this section, this part of the year, we should look at grant opening you up to new things that will improve you in what you are doing. So take it down. Those key areas are the things you're going to do. I'm going to attach a coach. That's why in that plan you see there, you see uh, accountability coaches. Those people are special. They are specialists in these areas. So yeah, they're not just random people. They are not just random people. So you will get to know them. Bright particularly is a cinematographer. There's another person who I've not added on that list who is a graphic designer called graphic designer. Your sister Stephanie does branding for us. She's the one directly in charge of branding and all of this stuff. But then her own area is very I only engage her in something very advanced. But for the basic and intermediate things, others do that. But then knowing how to place you is one thing, and then growing you is the best thing which we want to focus on. Thank you so much. Then for goodness, tell us about your experience so far, what your challenges have been, and how you would want, what you would need to move forward effectively. What have you learned so far? All right, open up now. Thank Kosi is in the house, so just let's get done with this session. I will let him talk to us, and then we'll set our strategy for what's immediate that we'll be handling, and then we'll come back to the conversation. But let's be done with this our progress reports. So, goodness, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Um, the areas where I feel okay, first and foremost, um, I mean, I've been able to grow via this platform, especially when it comes to email campaigns and all of that. So that's one. But then I would like to say that I had challenges with um, I had challenges with email calendar, especially with the fact that okay, we're supposed to follow through on certain emails. Before that was this was before the coffee talk, right? Before the end of year session. I noticed that we had email calendar, yes, right, but we weren't able to walk through with it or follow through with the plan. I guess reason for it was because everyone was actually very very busy with lots of activities and all of that, cut off personal activities and all of that. But I would like to suggest that if we're going to work well this year, we could actually share ideas on what the email calendar should be about. I know I had difficulty understanding certain things about the quantum leap and ECCR earlier because um I couldn't resonate with the whole thing. I couldn't resonate with what the company was all about. I didn't know. I had to just learn on the go. So if we're given an opportunity to ask questions about the companies, especially I'm talking from my own aspect when it comes to emails. First, I need to understand the audience. I need to understand the group and all of that. If there is no form of communication which will help me understand the basic information I need, then I would have an issue creating content, creating emails that would resonate with the results. Then I would also want to give kudos to the leadership of this house, Mr. Wisdom and Mr. Owen, for holding our hands all through the year 2024. But we can actually do better here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kosi, would you open up and just uh talk to her here so it doesn't seem they just keep hearing my voice. So just clarify her on that.
Hello?
Yeah, you're in. We can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
So I just sorry, I just go home right now and I wasn't really paying full attention when she was talking, so I don't know if goodness if you can just run a bit like a summary of what you just said again. I just go back to just yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Happy New Year, sir. What I was saying was I had issues earlier in 2020. That was last year. I had issues with the content, the email content calendar, being that there were certain things I didn't understand, which I needed certain information on. And when you until there is enough information, there is a better understanding of what the project is, and what is about. Sometimes we had to all of a sudden we just see a project, for instance, Coffee Talk. All of a sudden, you just hear we are doing an email campaign for Coffee Talk, and you're like, how, when? Are these things not scheduled? For us to have an ideas. Okay, these are the programs we'll be having. These are the events that will be coming up in so month, in so month. That way, we'll be able to plan ahead. We would also start warming up our emails so that and start creating content ahead of time in preparation for that. But when those events just come up all of a sudden, we have end of year session, and we have end of year email campaign to run, and then everybody now starts running heter scatter to achieve that campaign. It wasn't actually I don't think we should go continue with that. We could actually be giving a heads up on what the events for the year is, so that we schedule ourselves, schedule our content. We also come together as a team, create content, the content calendar for the team, and then we run with it. This is just what I have to say. And then in addition to that, I also want to say that we could actually be giving heads up. For instance, the social media manager needs to understand basically what the company is about, what the services are, and everything. I mean, all of these things will help us understand how to create content that will resonate with the audience we are looking to reach out to. So that's just my take.
Okay. I would just want Kosi to talk, so I don't.
Um, all right. So goodness, I love what you just said. I love how you gave your contribution in a very detailed way. The thing is, most of the event we had last year, ending November, December, was an impromptu thing. So it's I don't know how to put it, but yeah, this year is going to be different, and yes, we would plan ahead of time, and I think with the social media thing you said, um, I know, I know, I know, things do, even if you have plans, right? There are some emergencies that comes up. I know this is a coaching business. Let me just use that word, coaching business, because under this coaching business, then you get people who need what is it called, social media thing, website thing, or people who need business strategy, marketing strategy, and so on and so forth. So you need to keep with the trends. So all I'm just saying is, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, because everybody was exhausted. I was also exhausted last year because I was trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to get people to um I don't know if you get my point, but yeah, I get what you're talking about. Me and Wisdom and other people would sit down and really draft out all these things. Not like we don't have like what will I call it? all these programs already scheduled for the year. We do, but at the same time, when we get this certain group of people who are not in our plans already, we try to come up with something that would fit them. That's just one thing about business coaching. Let's say, for example, throughout this year, we scheduled programs that talks about, sorry, let's say this year we scheduled programs that talks about email marketing or cold emailing or lead generation and stuff like that. And along the way, we start catching these leads that they need funding. We need to adjust. So that's what really happened. So um ending of last year, there were people who really needed um like to talk about and stuff like that. And this was something that is not really in the agenda. So we tried to just fix it because we wanted to capture those. Although we were not able, let me just put it, we were not able to, you know, get that market. But with your suggestion and your opinion right now, we will just, have plans just in case. So yeah, well said, goodness.
Okay, let me just add a quick one to it now. This is the structure we actually have. Um, Tech Business Solutions is actually a platform on which you are onboarded, right? And then Quantum Leap is where you are actually deployed. That's why if you notice in the past months or weeks, I don't know how you may count it, we've been doing a whole lot on Quantum Leap without Quantum Leap, because actually that's the group you are currently in, where you're receiving the information. And then if you notice, you were first added to the other group that has over 40 something people, and then you were again filtered in here. So you had things, digital assets you were interacting with using to deploy your tasks, and that's where you had ECCL group. And then okay, is my voice breaking? Someone just dropped a message that my voice is breaking. Let me get close to my mic. I am already. Okay, so ECCL group is a business coaching firm, and it has its own website. You can find that out at ecclgroup.com. All the coaching programs they have there. So Quantum Leap is an agency, digital marketing agency, but precisely majoring so much because of our partnership with ECCL Group. We have so much, I think, of our orders in the area of web design. So you could say majorly we have web design. That's also where we do our website auditing, our website optimization, and then we are working towards raising the team, a formidable team that will also handle search engine optimization. And we are also into search engine marketing, okay, and social media management and social media marketing. Those things I mentioned, you are not doing all of them at the same time now, because we do what's called we have our most viable products. Okay. Now what we do there is, when we have multiple services, or if you're a multiple product firm or business, whether product or services, you don't it's out of place to focus on everything at the same time, if not based on the level of demand. From what we have done, we have so much demand. I mean, we've done so much in web design, website optimization, website auditing than every other service. If you talk about second in the rating, it should have been just one, which was social media management. We did once. Okay, so all other things we need to do in that service, in that value chain for Quantum Leap, is going to be on our own business as a business. So it's not yet for a client, because we are trying to market the services. So you want to understand what we are doing principally there, and what we have done, and what we have been actually able to build the reputation for, is majorly website related: web design, website auditing, website optimization. And then I think once we did search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and to another client we did social media management. So that's what Quantum League does. Then Wise Tech Business Solutions now, where the platform on which you are onboarded and you are being trained, and even the coaches are going to be assigned to help you grow, actually on the platform of Wise Tech Business Solutions. And this is where we do our training proper. All the trainings you are receiving, the people that are helping you grow actually are from the Wise Tech team. So we do brand strategy development, we do branding. Sorry for the interruption. So we have brand strategy development, we do branding for businesses, we do web design, and we do digital marketing proper. So it looks like we are mirroring the services. What we do here, we are doing here. Yes, because we are looking at different markets. We are not all operating in the same markets. So when you talk about content now, the content you create on this social media handle can also be created and published and rebranded on this social media handle. Different audience, we have different markets. So what you are doing here, you can do here and just rebrand it. We don't even have the same brand colors, we don't even have the same brand name. So you can actually rebrand those things and then tweak the ideas around. So creating contents for the two brands wouldn't be tasking. So if you are on social media, maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all of those things are not tasking because they are the same category of people, but different services, different markets. So it's not that tasking. So when it comes to the email, we do more of emails at Quantum Leap, because that's where we leverage ECCL group. So everything we need to do is always on the ECCL group's platform. So that is not really, like he talked about the program, some things were abrupt. So for this whole month now, we are not rushing into any activity. This is our first meeting, right? We are going to, together as a team, plan our own full 1 year strategy. So it's not something we are rushing. This is just a groundbreaking meeting for the year. So the whole of January, we are going to develop a proper strategy, digital marketing strategy that we are going to be working with for Quantum Leap and Wise Tech. Then for ECCL group, we are not the ones that plan ECCL group's program. We are only managing a platform, managing and giving services to. this is your group. We don't plan, we don't have any hand in the planning. When they plan and they have things they want us to implement, they share, and then we come in the way we can. So anyhow, they plan the program according to the audience and the needs there. So sometimes it might fall to us as being abrupt. It will happen. It's not something we have control over, but we can only have control over what we are doing inside our own listen. So that's why it looks like sometimes things come and it's just like it was unscheduled and it's coming again. We are not in control there. So it's the reason why this year we are a plan. That's why you see what I'm looking at there. Everybody has to grow by doing. We have a plan, bigger plan, which we are working on. So that's why I hope that's okay for now. I've talked too much there, have I? So is there anything else on clear goodness? Goodness, is that okay for now? Okay, yeah,
Yes, it's clear. It's clear now. It's clear.
all right. So Kelechi, on your own end, tell us your progress, your challenges, and where you will need us more if you are providing, if you ask for help, what area?
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay. I'm new. Let's say I'm new. We are all new here. So I heard when Goodness was talking about being clear on what you do, and it's you've explained to me before. I will not lie, but it's a bit cumbersome for me to understand. This is here, the quantum, what is there, or not? Which one are we actually? What is the thing that we are actually doing? But I think with time, like you've explained now, I've been able to understand it bit what we do. I know with time I will understand fully. Then the trainings and the it's I don't know if it's because I'm already busy with many things, but it's like it's last year, this is a new year, it was so much for me. Like, like even today, I was like, hey, I've not done this one. Hey, I've not. Later, I realized that hey, I've not even finished all that one. Like, so I think proper planning will help me. This one is in my side now, so I'll be able to learn well because I noticed that if I'm overwhelmed with things like this, I don't get anything. I'll be too. It wears me out. Let me be honest. So I think I'll do better. Then I'll take it bit by bit, and then I'll try to understand the quarterly. So I was asking one particular time. I was trying to get it. Oh, I think with time I will. I will.
Okay, let me clear you, Kelechi. Initially I asked you when you told me you wanted to learn, your interest was in, you saw website I built and you said you wanted to learn web design because you saw that, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it was then asked you because also I got to know that you learned virtual assistance. You took a course, right, in virtual assistance, right? A training on virtual
Yes.
assistance. Yes, I remember. I saw your certificate. So I was now trying to know if you had knowledge of some customer relationship management softwares, and you said no. So I said, okay, to give a substance to what you already have, it will be unfair to allow you just spread yourself everywhere. And then there's nothing really very tangible and practicable you can show for your certificates, your certifications. So I said it's better first ground you in social email marketing and then have you practically use at least HubSpot, which is the well known, but there are other ones too. Master that one, gain mastery in one thing. So when you are telling people you are this and you do that, people properly understand you, and you can be placed somewhere, anywhere at any time, because at least there is something you have, in theory, in practice, and can do. With that, you will be able to secure something specific, and then with all other things as added advantages, you can also grow in them. So the reason I placed you intentionally into email marketing and I asked you to take a course on email marketing software was so that you are very detailed, competent in using at least a software, which is the HubSpot you are using. There could have been other ones like Mailchimp or Weber. There are too many of this, but one thing is, if you have good mastery of one, you will be able to do every other thing. So I had to place you here intentionally, and I want you to master it. Then, as per knowing us, like I've said, two markets. Quantum Leap, if you look at the business address, is not located in Nigeria. So if you look at WiseTech Business Solutions, it's in Nigeria. That's why I said you might look at it and it looks like we are mirroring these two things. It's just because we are looking at different audience, right? They are not the same. So you would have also come in contact with eCCL Group, hearing CCL Group and seeing the contents we are creating for eCCL Group always, and then you are almost getting lost. What's this whole eCCL Group, Quantum Leap, and the other time they are telling you is WiseTech Business Solutions. eCCL Group, we are in partnership with eCCL Group. Quantum Leap is in partnership with eCCL Group. And the partnership is that we render our services. What do? We do social media management, content creation, and email marketing or management. They're managing these three areas: one, social media management, content creation, and email marketing, right? That's why you've been interacting with their HubSpot account, for goodness. And then you too, I think you have. So now that's our service contribution to eCCL Group in the partnership agreement in exchange for something. Now, when we do that and help them market and reach out and get results, because we are the ones sending the message, they allow us the freedom to market our services, and our core area is web design, website auditing, website optimization, and all of the website related stuff. So while we are marketing and helping them achieve their own goal, we should also add our own services to the marketing message we send out, so that when we generate orders for website related services, we are the one fulfilling it. That's when it comes to us. Two, if in course of rendering their services to their customers, and then they discover that these ones have website related needs, they send it to us. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win thing. If we do our marketing, our content creation, our social media management for eCCL groups very well, and then they get their customers, we too will also have a share in the end. So how does it now work? Mr. Owen here manages their social media handle. So you have seen us create contents, videos, and graphics for bearing eCCL Group's branding. And then at some point, it felt like we were so absorbed in eCCL Group that Quantum Leap was not mentioned, and we've not even so much heard about WiseTech Business Solutions in what we are doing here. It was because the demand was that, we needed to meet certain needs within ECCL group. So we've never lost our focus. We were only trying to help them market render our services to support the business so well, so that through that we also have to get our values. Now I'm telling you all of these things, but these are not the things you're supposed to know now. But for clarity purposes, now the focus should be on learning. You are here to learn. So it is when you learn very well, with that same skill, you're practically doing these things there. We cannot deploy them within the Nigerian space and then localize it. That's why I said we don't need to be too absorbed in trying to narrow ourselves down. You are learning something that is applied everywhere. So with our plan we are going to be making this month, today is just a groundbreaking meeting. You will see yourself where you stand in the plan. You're going to see what you're going to be doing. You see your own picture, who you need to become. If you look at that document I sent, there is a personal growth plan. There is somebody assigned to look at your personal growth, and there are things already. I have audiobooks, a lot of audiobooks I've paid for. I paid for those things and kept them. Like God just wanted me. I knew one day it would be needed, but I bought a large number of audiobooks for self-development. And then there is career development. The career development is going to be in that's your specific area you've chosen. There's somebody directly going to be holding you accountable and following you up, checking you in, week out to see that you're meeting up all your courses you're taking and meeting the goal for that course. So the other person on the self-development is going to be looking at your personal growth. You're not just doing something that is, you're not activity led. We are results oriented. So matching your growth expectations for the year with the business expectations and your career development, then we now set our marketing goals. So that's what we are going to be doing by next week. I've started showing you templates of business marketing strategies, digital marketing strategies we have built. So I want to show you, then people will now collaborate to build one, and then we'll look at what it feels like and how to follow that. You now see where all those things you are doing in patches all come in as a single document, a strategy that is executable. So nothing is scattered, everything is in place. But then you came in at a point and you needed to first learn and understand. We have our well-defined processes for doing everything we do. Some of the things you are doing is still on the surface. Even the people that are doing web design, they've not even scratched the surface. We do a lot more than just the average person who stands in the street to say, I'm a website designer. That's where the professionalism comes in. Okay, so thanks for the kind reviews, and we are here to grow as a team. Okay, you will understand everything, no hassle. So before we move to the next thing I wanted, that's the review we just finished, and the meeting is actually recorded so that people can still go through it. Kosi, just tell us your thing for this 16th event. Like he said before, this is not our event, so we are not in control of it. Tell us about it so we know how to go about.
Yeah, actually this event we are in control of it because um speak to the CEO, right, Eugene, so that the quantum leap can have a day, you know. So if it goes as planned, um if it goes as planned, this so if it goes as planned, we would have that day assigned to quantum leap. So whatever, um like let's say for example, any show we want to, like any session we want to hold would fall under that um I think that's Wednesday, right? Wednesday, every Wednesday of the month. Sorry, every first Wednesday of the month. So yeah, so we are in control of this one. So the coffee talk is just we coming up with needs, because most of the market will be getting to this period as forecasted, based on what is on ground, based on what um wisdom, I'm talking about the WRC. So based on that, so most of the content, or most of the events, um topic, how we are going to market it, how we are going to go about it, would come from us. And the first one would be this January 16th. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we are in control of this one. We are the one to pick a topic, what we want to talk about, um, how we are going to market it, how but our market is not Nigerian market when it comes to um quantum leaps, less wide stake. Yeah, but as time goes on, like Wisdom said, everybody will get to understand what we are planning or what we are after. So, but for this one, this coffee talk January 16 is not just for January. We would still have it February. We will still have it throughout the year. So that's just like um giving us that platform to showcase our services. So yeah.
Okay, so looking at what it is right now, is that day so fixed or is something adjustable if we have it?
No, it's fixed because of the ECCR group's calendar, so it's fixed already.
Okay, so
But
what
I think that's why I said I'm not sure, but I think we can just pick a Wednesday in the month,
okay.
one Wednesday in the month, and just yeah.
So would it be nice we look at the last Wednesday so we can this looking like we are almost rushing it
But
and we have not sent
for
anyone
this
message.
January on
Yes,
for this January on, it's already fixed, because most of the coaching sections I'll be having. Uh
okay. If it, no no,
I swear this
it's
year is
not
going
to
to be stressful.
no, it's not to push you to a tight corner. I'll
No, for
just
me, for me.
okay.
And yeah, that's why I feel like yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So if we have this now, it means we have like today is fourth, right? So we have like how many days to this? 12 days. Am I right? 12 days.
Yeah, so this January 16, if I think I sent you something with if you check, um ECCR group also have their own what's it called, their own sections, their own coaching sections, spread out for this January. And even with the WRC, right? If you check, I think even there's a section I'm supposed to take on January 14. Then there's another one that Eugene will take January 15, then the coffee talk. So why I kind of do it this way was so that why I choose 16, because I was the one that choose that 16, so that when I go for that section on the 14th, I can invite them there, right? Then when Eugene goes for his own section on 15, I will tell them that okay, the quantum loop is having quantum loop through ECCR group is having a coffee talk tomorrow, and our topic will be on so maybe website, maybe this one, maybe marketing. So click this link to join and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to, you know, catch those
Okay.
people that is already there. But the thing is, we are still going to create email campaigns, not like the way we rushed it the last time, right?
Mm.
But I would want us to be very active about the coffee talk um on social medias, because this coffee talk right now is just like for us to start getting paid, right? It's going to benefit everybody. So um how we take it determines how we progress on this one.
Okay. 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 So if that's what, so I think I understand you better now. I think I understand you better. So now let's get ahead now. Initially I tried to send you a topic earlier. Did you see that? The thing you put a question mark on and you didn't understand, that was what I was suggesting.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me let me go back to it. Oh, okay, no, not in this group.
But I can still drop it later.
Secure your website, protect your business. Essential tip for you for business owner. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that would do.
Yeah. I'm, I'm the one presenting now, so I will develop the content and
Mhm. So
so
yeah, yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
okay. All right then. So if that goes, we should be talking about the marketing. Ooh, the content now. So okay, we already know. So let's say everything should start next week, Monday, since this is a weekend already. So what we are going
Yeah,
to do.
sorry, wisdom. So like goodness said, let's come up with
Mm,
a a plan,
mm,
and whatever everybody's doing, let it be what they're trained for,
mm,
so
yeah,
that we won't you know start bottle feeding people.
yeah, yeah. So okay, like it's now established. It means that we need to take it into our listener every month. Once in a month, we will have a talk session, a webinar. So we will having a webinar every month. That's what is. This is what this implies. So and from January to December, hopefully this is in our own hand to plan it out and make it an event that is very impactful and result yielding. So at least on our calendar, we have one thing fixed already, as we are going to be drafting the calendar, because I've said it that this month completely we are going to be doing a comprehensive strategy for the entire year. So that one is already fixed. Then we'll now look at other events and other things we will need to be doing within the Nigerian space, and then other activities we will also need to be doing to drive our marketing goals for the both brands. So all of the planning processes, you need to be very intentional and involved in this one we want to do now. When you hear about digital strategy development, this is the crux of all those things, all those classes we started, and then some of you were not around, some of you were there, and you were telling me, oh, it's fine, you've learned something. This is the practice of that thing that we want to do now. So try the much you can to be available and be involved. There's no room for when you need to show up and you are not here. You miss out on a lot of things. It's not about the online courses you are taking. No one will teach you this one online. No. This is where you need to learn it. And this is where we bridge the gap between the online classes you're taking and the practice of that thing. So it's going to be helpful. Goodness has been so awesome, doing a whole lot of business strategy development and documentation actually. But that's an aspect of strategy development which she started doing for other things, other brands we are trying to work on. And the exposure is cool. So be involved, be open to the learning. So this month we are completely going to be focusing on our strategy development. That's what we are doing this month. So for this thing now, by Monday we should roll out a simple content plan that we are going to be using again and working on it while we also meet consistently to be working on our strategies for the entire year. So by Monday we should expect a content plan. So you might be asked to generate a specific content list or content anything to get this thing ready. But just be ready, just be alert. Okay. It's better we plan ahead than being just active without clarity. I don't want to get in the trap of planning something and putting it on you. No, be in the process of the planning so you learn how it is planned and executed. So we don't want to plan it and put it on you. Be involved in the planning. That's what we are trying to do here. Not like we cannot plan that thing and just come and roll out every plan. This is what we'll be doing. And then you'll be acting like you're in something you do not still understand. And it's possible. There's a difference between teaching and cheating. Just swap the letters. You need to be taught. All right, fine. So that is settled. So you look at this thing now, you see reviews, team project plan. That's why on this agenda, there's a team project plan. This is where we are going to be planning our strategy for the entire year. And at the end, you need to see how we're going to be approaching and evaluating everything year in and out, and months in and out. And the key indicators to look at. We'll decide all of them now. Then the next thing you see is a personal development plan. You are not just here. You are not activity driven. You are part of something, and then that thing should grow you. So we have somebody. That's where I told you we have our team at Quantum Leap, Wise Tech Business Solutions. The people you've not met before, you would have the privilege to be interacting with them. That's for some of you that have not met them. That's where they now come into play. We are trying to fuse this aspect to fuse the both teams into one as we begin to look at your personal growth plan, bring resources, hold you accountable for it, follow through. We have books you are going to be studying for beautiful. We have so much in audio, and then when we bring in the hard copy books, if we are doing that, we'll also be doing book reviews together. Reading is part of it. So the person that's going to be handling that is a personal development coach in the team. And then we have someone that's going to be holding you accountable for your courses. You are not one-sided. Know that somebody is going to be asking you week in and out. That means aside these designated days for our classes, they are going to pick one day each. So you are showing up today. So beyond the days you have been having with me, you are going to show up with them, and they are going to be very specific on that. I'm training you only on your skills and exposure practically, but then they are going to hold you accountable specifically in these areas. So week in and out is like a log. You log in and then answer the things you have done and why, what, and where you are headed for. They are holding you accountable for that. We have someone that is going to hold the web designers accountable. So your course is, any course you are taking, someone is going to be holding you accountable for that. Then if you are a content creator, somebody is going to be holding you accountable for that. Bright is a cinematographer, like I told you before, a good one at that, not like a starter. No. So our team is well equipped, and we want to produce a powerful team that can in football world, I would say no team would want to play against, but we are not against anybody. Grow at your pace. Life is not a race. So team roles, you can see what I've put out here. Kelechi, now you are going to be, if you look at everything we have here, SEO is attached to anything, everything. You are not you are not creating a content that will be hidden. SEO is basic skill everybody should possess, everybody. Because at the end of the day, you are offering value, but nobody sees it because you don't know how to put it out. So that's why it is compulsory that you learn the SEO of everything you're doing. So that's why we attach the SEO there. So Kelechi, you're going to be, in addition to your email, your learning and assisting goodness, you're going to be handling LinkedIn. So in addition to what you are going to be learning and doing, you're going to be creating, you're going to start with content creation. Just put out the contents now on LinkedIn, the 2 LinkedIn pages. So probably you will be doing 1 post a week on each. So like 2 LinkedIn accounts, 1 post here, 1 post here a week. So you space them out the way you want. If you want to do one on Monday, the other on, listen, just once a week, once a week. So it's like 2 now because we have 2 LinkedIn accounts. So you space it out the way you want, because not just as you want, because it's going to be incorporated into the content calendar, the comprehensive content calendar. So then goodness, then the emails, while you're learning and gaining exposure on that tool, you are also going to be given access to, because when we now market to these people, what we are going to be doing is, as we hold our events, we are going to interact with this audience as Quantum Leap. So any audience that has got emails, follow up, has got emails from us, will now be marketed to directly from our account. We should be following that, even while some goodness is still handling the Quantum Leap email. You're going to be Quantum Leap ECCR group. Why you are going to be sending them a newsletter once a week, meaning from our own account, Quantum Leap, because we were trying to avoid a situation where they've not known what Quantum Leap is, and then somebody is receiving emails left, right, and center. It will be spammy. They will consider it a spam. So if they give a negative this thing or unsubscribe, the delivery rate will drop. So at that point, anytime we've shown up on the scene, at the scene, and these people are getting to know us, we begin to follow them up from our own account, so they get used to us. So you're going to be sending out 1 newsletter a week. That's also going to be drafted into the content plan. So put everything together. You're going to do like 3 contents a week. We are going to plan it out in the strategy. So 1 on LinkedIn, Quantum Leap, 1 on this other account, and then 1. So how you are the one now to suggest to us how we should place them. How do you want to do them? 1 year, 1 year, on which days do you want? And then keep it consistently. Before we talk about other indicators, these are basic primary indicators now. We are not too hard on this. Then Stella, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram. SEO, like I said, you must learn the SEO of content creation on the platforms you are handling. It's part of it. So you're going to be doing the management on both platforms. With what we have, to make the work easier, even while you have to learn, we asked that create you do the publishing and management while people assist you in the background. Now, Precious should be there to help you and teach you our video content creation tools, which I will make him do that. Because while you are learning to, you are not, it's going to be too tasking if you are the one creating and publishing. We want something very result yielding while you still have your pace, your learning pace, because you will learn those things with time and get used to it. But Precious will be doing your content creation, will be doing your video creation, and then you are learning a process too. And then Victory will be handling the graphic content creation, which you are learning the process too. We have Felix, who is joining here. He's an absolute beginner, so he needs some time to learn and practice before we can say, okay, begin now to see what you can bring out. Felix in the midst of this thing here. So Victory and Precious are going to be working with you. Then Donatus and Basi, though yeah, this guy is been working with me but has not been brought to this platform, so I added him today. And I understand the challenges why he's not here now. They have called this in his website. Work on website. These two are training. Uh, oh gosh, am I still in? I'm sorry, my network behaved funny. So um, so I was saying that the people in web design they are there, web design and SEO. So look at the placement right now. So you already should know what we'll be doing. So as we are coming to draft our strategy development, our strategy for the entire year, you already know where you fall. So then we have to place somebody who will be helping you, keeping you accountable in your own personal development so you don't get distracted. Then we now have to do the projection. What's this that we want to achieve at the end of the year? That's why we set the marketing goal for the year. So everything works together. So this is what it looks like. You already know your placements, you already know your task you're going to be doing. So when we are doing the planning, because from next week we are going to be doing the whole of this month, we should be focusing on our planning proper. We are not too much in a hurry to be doing activities without clarity and direction. No, that's not how you get results. Like the year started now, people start pumping contents everywhere. At the end of the year, you're getting nothing out of it. That's not what we are into. So it's the reason we are here, and then we need to do that and do it precisely. If there's anything you do not understand, you're going to get it with time. Okay? We are still always open. So for this meeting, the take home is that one, you have been assigned a specific role. Two, you have okay, these are the specific roles now. Then two, you have programs. Okay, let me know. It was only Precious that told me he was trying to take the exams in the this thing and he couldn't pass the test, so he has to take the course again. So who has tried Kelechi, how far have you gone with your courses?
I'm not done with my courses.
Okay, so what's the model you have left?
I haven't checked the model I have.
Okay, just
I've not taken
check and
any.
track that, because when I'm going to assign somebody that's going to be, this is the aspect I call your career development now. When I assign somebody, the person is going to keep track of your activities on that area, in that area rather. So Stella, how far? Stella,
Yes, sir.
okay.
I'm not done with the course, sir.
So what's the challenge?
Sir, I'm on it.
Okay. Goodness, were you taking any course? Were you?
No, sir,
Okay.
I wasn't.
Okay. So for you, Felix, I'm going to send you links. You're going to start with you take social media marketing, content writing, um content marketing. Those are certificate courses. So you will get your certificate. Or I should send you the fundamentals of digital marketing. That's going to be everything put together. But then I want to keep it specific so you can finish up on time before you go into other areas. So because your main thing after those two courses you're going to take, then you're coming into um content creation proper. That's when you're going to be learning the basics of graphic content creation, use of Canva, then video content creation and AI video content creation. So starts all right. So you know what we have set for now. So between now and Monday, I'm going to drop um no, not between now and Monday. I will drop yeah, between now and tomorrow I will drop list of this thing you should goodness. I'm going to drop the topic. You are going to generate uh email newsletters we are going to use just because of this event. Just generate. We should be doing how many emails now? Come up with something practicable. I want to withdraw gradually and give you people free hands to do that. Stella, you have to come up with I've seen the list of contents you sent to me. All those contents you people have sent are the things we are going to be implementing from February. Okay. We are not in so much hurry. There is nothing to hurry about. I've seen all that good. But with that list, we are going to structure it into the strategy. Like it's like you've taken one step out of the many steps in the content strategy development. So they are all useful. Nothing is a waste. So for this now, you're going to, when I drop the topic, you're going to send a list of topics we are going to be creating contents on for social media. So is that same thing you drop that video content creator and graphic content creators are going to use to come up with the designs. Okay, so I think that's a good way to go about it and then to start. So all of these things we are going to meet again on Monday, 8 p.m.
Sorry, sir.
All right, 8 p.m.
Sorry.
Oh, all right, you are trying to say something?
Yes, please, can you go over what you said again? My network was actually breaking, so I couldn't hear.
Okay, I said I was going to drop the topic for the webinar, and then you're going to generate a list of email content, a list of email contents, and then to decide on the frequency between now and the 15th and the 16th that event is going to hold. And three, you okay, the list, the frequency, and then we will discuss it. We'll review all that on Monday when we meet again. Stella, come up with your own list of contents, and then we'll review it on Monday when we meet again. Then it is that content we now use to create, we'll act to decide our action points between now and that 16 that we are going to have this event. So between today, I will drop that topic in the group, then come up with possible contents. Why I use that topic to develop the content for the presentation. Anchoring, I will be the one to anchor the presentation on me to speak. So then we will begin to work on the comprehensive strategy together. I've dropped one already, which I said everybody should critically evaluate, because I'm going to drop another one more elaborate than that one. So if you don't understand each step, there's no how you understand every other one. So that's what we are, and is that elaborate one we are going to be using as a template to work on. It's fine. So this is how we go. Is there anything that wasn't clear while we were talking, or things you need clarity on? Are there things you need clarity on? Okay, I want to assume there is none for now. So in the absence of any other one, I still wish you Happy New Year, good evening, happy weekend, and God bless you. So we are going to still keep in touch. Oh goodness, please, would you just let us fix that stuff before you leave? So for the rest, this is okay for now. So I will just drop the topic in the group. You go ahead with what you have to fix, and then for Felix, I'm going to drop links to online courses you are going to start immediately, and then we have a timeline for everything. So by next week also we're going to be having a joint meeting. The entire team from both ends will meet, so that those people will really be able to help you and guide you and keep you accountable for you first and for us second, because the whole thing is your making. Nobody's using anybody, and then everything we are trying to do is when we get the results, you will see it, you will feel it, you will have it. This is something that is achievable. We've been doing it, and we are going to do it again. We want to see that result now come up. Okay, thank you so much. If there is nothing more, I think bye for now, so I can pause the recording or stop the recording. You can ask anything in the group if there is need for clarity. Stella, is there anything?
For now, no, sir. But if there's any, I will let you know in the group.
Okay. Kelechi, is there anything?
That's all.
Felix, is there anything? Is there anything? Okay, I feel it's fine. So goodness.
Okay.
Goodness, anything?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much for showing up. We are going to move on with everything now as planned. So we meet again on Monday, but before Monday, like I've said, I'm going to drop other things in the group. Thank you so much for your time and effort. So goodness, just stick by. Let's fix that thing now.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everything. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you.